move this if it's going to actually hold solid. That's better. Hi there. Going live at a totally different time for me. This is later than normal. Just trying to adjust my camera so it's not crooked. There we go. And I'm going to be working on a square. I made these squares. They're called mandala squares. This is what they look like properly. And I'm hooking 2 of them up to a round bottom because I'm going to make them into a bag. So I'm going to put 3 around this round base. So I've got a round base, and then I am joining up the squares. They're going to be joined there, and then the third one is going to go on the other side. So I'm going to carry on and try and make another one. I wrote up the pattern, so I'm hoping that I can follow it. It's going to be a bit of a test because I started these before Christmas. So I'm going to start out with a magic circle, and then, hi there, say hi if you're here. I'm going to start out with a magic circle, and then chain 2, and then make 16 double crochet into the ring, and that's going to be the beginning of this mandala square. Anybody who just joined, it's going to be a square like this. There's popcorn stitches and double crochet cluster stitches, and I think a 4 double crochet cluster stitch. We'll find out when we get to it. Anyway, I'm starting out with 16 double crochets into a magic circle there, and hopefully I can get my third one made tonight, and then I can attach it to the circle and see what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Welcome to my crochet and chat. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just doing 16 here. 8, 9, all into a magic circle. 10 double crochet. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 double crochets into a magic circle like this. Okay, I'm just going to check I've got 16 before I tighten it up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, I don't know. That's the chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to do one more. 16. Right. And then what you can do with a magic circle is when you've got your 16 or however many you're making, sometimes it's 12 if you're doing a hat, you can just pull it and it makes it really tight. It doesn't unravel, and then you can just slip stitch to the top of the chain 2, and you can cut off your yarn. My scissors are here behind my computer. We've got to weave in the ends later. So I'll just put them gently there and pull through. And that's the beginning. Say hi. Hi there. You've been with me before from Cincinnati. I think that I've seen you before. And I'm just making some fancy mandala squares. They look like this. So I've just done the white bit. And now I need the green, the lime green. So I'm going to do the next part. Get rid of this white. Put that down over there. I've had a busy day. I normally come on earlier, but I've been busy today. I had lots of stuff going on today. So I couldn't get on till later. I put this vest on earlier for my reel that I did earlier. I did a reel about what do you do for a living, and it's quite funny. It just says glowing. I just glow. So I thought that was pretty funny to do. So this was 2 double crochet clusters for the next round, and the first cluster, it begins with a chain 3. So let's chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then a chain 3, and that's acting as the first double crochet of the cluster, and then 1 more double crochet. Oh, here's my cat. What you doing, Felix? He likes to be in the videos. Okay, so that's the 2 double crochet cluster, and that's what we're seeing here, a 2 double crochet cluster, right? So we've done 1 double crochet cluster, okay. Then you put the yarn over, you put it into the next. So I'm making 2 double crochet clusters, and so you chain 1. That's what I wanted to make sure. I have to chain 1, chain 1, chain 1, make a 2 double crochet cluster in the next stitch. So that's 1, 2, right, and then chain 1, and then make a 2 double crochet cluster in the next stitch. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I made this like, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I've just never written up the pattern. So I get it out. I'm seeing if I can inspire myself to write up the pattern. It's even got like a yellow ribbing at the bottom. It's lots of fun, and I love it. But there's lots of changing colors, and it's a lot to write up, right, as a pattern. I did, though, I have a pattern that's going to be coming out in the next few days, which are these gloves that I just made. I just made these gloves, and I actually have a video tutorial for the gloves up on my YouTube channel here. It's the first video you'll see if you click on my videos button. And these are called the fingerless gloves. And I put the tutorial up either yesterday or the day before, I can't remember exactly. But I love them, and they've got this really cool ribbing. They are made completely with front post double crochet, all front post double crochet, or front post triple crochet or treble crochet. I think one of these in here is a triple, and there's a triple up at the top, but the rest are just front post double crochet. But it's a really cool rib. I just tried. It's the first time I've ever tried this. Thank you. I'm glad you like them, Tanisha. Yeah, it would make a nice hat too. I thought about that, but I'm happy I've got my gloves tutorial up right now. Yeah, I think a hat would be great, but I have so many projects that I need to finish, but I really am happy with these. I just hope this video takes right off, that the tutorial takes right off. And I have the pattern written up. I just haven't gone through it and added the photographs and done all that stuff. Thank you so much, Deborah. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm happy with them, and they've got a cute little thumb hole. You can kind of go around there if you want, but I think it would spoil the look of these ones. I like them the way they are. So yeah, those are they're called fingerless gloves. And I don't have the pattern yet, but the tutorial is on my YouTube channel here. And it tells you how to make this. This was the regular small medium kind of size, 24 chain, and if you want to make a larger size, you need a 28 chain. So yeah, so right now what I'm working at is making these squares, and I need 3 of them because I'm making a bag with these squares. So there's going to be 3 squares, and it's got a round base. So yeah, gloves are great. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so I thought it's a bit late. I don't normally go on. I'm on the Pacific Coast, so for me it's only 7:30 right now, but I know a lot of my people, it's now 3 hours on. It's 10 o'clock if you're on the East Coast of the States, or if you're in Europe, it's like ridiculously late. So 1 in the morning or something crazy. But this was the only time I could figure it out for today. I thought I'm going to make I'm calling this a mandala square. So I'm doing double crochet clusters with a chain 1 into each of these stitches. Oh, going round. I'm on an island off of one of the southern Gulf Islands off of Vancouver, between Vancouver and Vancouver Island on the west coast of Canada. A very small island. Chain 1. Don't forget to chain 1 in between. So this is how the green is looking. And I want to get this pattern written up too. That's why it is written up. All the steps are written up here. So I thought I'll make a square reading the pattern and see if it makes sense to people who want to make this bag. Yeah, yes, that's right. It's 10:30, right? It's getting late. But I thought even if I just can be on for half an hour or something, I get to chat to some people. And when I'm finished, theoretically, I should have 16 of these double crochet clusters. Are any of you making things at the moment? Are you crocheters? Do you have a project on the go? I'm going to count what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Chain 1. $15. And 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we go into the top. Of the chain 2. Oh, I think I need to chain 1 before I do that. Chain 1 and then go into the top of this one. Okay, and then I'm going to fasten that off. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I have so many people say that I remind them of their grandma. It's really quite flattering. It's very kind of you to say that. I'm really sorry you lost her. That's really sad. And she liked crocheting. Maybe, do you crochet? Care E for fibers? Oh, care for fibers? Oh, you crochet and knit. You're making a poncho and crocheting leg warmers and boot cuffs and knitting a shrug. You sound like me. I like that. I have like lots of different things going on. I don't know if you've seen, I do have a leg warmers tutorial on here. It's called Love My Leg Warmers or something like that. And I've got a free poncho pattern, a couple of poncho patterns on my blog, the Pacific poncho and the herringbone poncho. So on my blog, I have a lot of free patterns, but when you go to carrowaycrochet.com, there's only so many pictures can fit on the front page. So there's a little search bar at the side. So if you put ponchos in the search bar and click search, my ponchos will show up, right? Or if you want to make leg warmers, put leg warmers in the search and click it, and my leg warmers will show up. Otherwise, you're never going to find all my patterns because there's just so many on there. It's crazy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. All right, so now the next color that I need is this color. Yes, just check it out. And also on my channel here, I've got like sweater tutorials. And if you look in the description of the tutorial underneath, you know how they have, you click more for more, and then it opens up with a description. I always, if I have a pattern on my blog, I have a link to the pattern on my blog because my sweaters are extra small to 5X, right? And I can only make one size for my tutorial. So for my super simple sweaters, I have left-handed and right-handed tutorials for all my projects. And then if you open it up, it'll say, this is the left-handed one. Click here if you want the right-handed one. And then it'll say, and this, to find the pattern on my blog for free, click here and it'll take you to my blog and you can see for whatever size you want, how many that you have to crochet. And you can follow along with the tutorial. Thank you. And I'd love it if any of you would subscribe. That would be fantastic. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel. Right now I'm on, this year I'm going to try and be consistent because you're supposed to be consistent. And being consistent is probably the most difficult thing I find. So now we're going to go to, I'm spontaneous. I like to do things when I do it. So the next one, we're going to do 3 double crochet clusters. Okay, so I'll start that one. My cat is wondering who I'm talking to. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. As the first double crochet, yarn over, insert hook into the same space, pull up 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And now I've got 4 loops on the hook. And that is a 3 double crochet. So now I'm going to chain 2. This one's chain 2, and work a 3 double crochet cluster as described. Oh, it's okay. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Oh, that's okay. That's exactly what I want to do. That's why I started doing what I'm doing, right? That was my goal. to share. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But they look, are they the same? Yeah, I think so. There's a double crochet cluster. Hi there, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Thank you for saying hi. And I'm getting lots of hearts and things going up there. Thank you. Or smiley faces. That's nice. I've never noticed that before. Thank you so much, you guys. And anybody new here, please do subscribe to my channel. It would be great. Chain 2, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. I think it started with the wrong one. No, you can't come here, buddy. Oh, do you want to say hi? Hey? No. He says, why aren't you paying attention to me? Yeah? What's the matter? There we go. I figured it out. Yeah, any more crochet people? We got lots of folks on here. Say hi. Tell us where you're from. 1, 2, 3. I know. Let's make sure. I think I did them right into the space. Okay, let's chain 2. And I'm going to go into that space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No more comments. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So you can see how it's growing. These are the double crochets. These are the 2 double crochet clusters. There's 2 in each of these. And now I'm doing 3 double crochet clusters like this with a chain 2 space in between them. Have you ever done double crochet clusters before? I've got some I use in my bralettes. That's the most that I use them usually. 1, 2, because that is a double crochet cluster. That one's a 3 double crochet cluster, and the one underneath you can see there's only 2 double crochets in each of the clusters. Hi there. Oh, you've done them, right? Vermont. Actually don't. Oh, there's my cat. You see him walking across the wall up there. That's what I'm saying. This I started before Christmas. These I started before Christmas. These gloves. I made one glove and I knew I wanted to do a tutorial, so I didn't make the other glove because I wanted my other glove to be the tutorial glove. And so I finally got that finished this week. I finished it, I think, on Saturday. It might have been the weekend that I posted it. And then I have just finished making this baby blanket for my nephew, for his new baby. It goes this way. No, this way. So I made this baby blanket, which is really pretty. It's the sedge stitch, right? And I do want to do a tutorial for this because it's such a pretty blanket. Before I have to mail it off to him. They've got a new little girl. And so that, and then I have a pattern down here, which has just gone to a tech editor. And this was made 3 years ago, and I'm only now just getting the pattern done. And this sweater. And I'm supposed to have this done. She's got back to me, but I haven't been able to find the focus and concentration to actually look at the pattern because it's a lot, five different sizes. I've got another project in the bag here, which is some sleeves that I'm making for someone. This goes over the shoulder like this. This goes over the other shoulder and the head comes out. And then the arm goes down the sleeve. And I had to figure out how to do this because he sent me a picture how to make this. And so that's another project. So, and I actually made a beret and I have to write that pattern up. So yeah, I'm like you. Hi there, Rosalind. How are you? Thank you. I'm glad you like the blanket, Melanie. It is elegant. Carmela. Okay, thank you. Oh, all these people saying hi. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Normally, I either use worsted weight or super bulky. For my patterns that I make objects to sell, like I make hats and fingerless gloves. Fingerless gloves usually are this, but I have a tutorial on my channel here, short and chunky fingerless gloves. And if you go to my videos and click on popular, it's pretty near the top. They're called short and chunky fingerless gloves. They're made with super bulky yarn, but I usually use worsted weight or super bulky yarn. And for this blanket's worsted weight, and I have other blankets that I make with Burnett blanket yarn, which is super bulky. You can see Felix, he's up there. Yeah, in the hallway, there's a pony wall because it's vaulted ceiling in the kitchen. So yeah, so I've only just got this. I started sewing this together. You see, I started sewing it to the base, but I needed one more square. So today, by doing lives, I actually get stuff done that I need to get done. Carmela, did you say to call yourself? Carmela, right. Thank you very much. That's great, Batty. Thank you. I don't know your proper names. I just go by your YouTube handles. So yeah, I'm just making this square, and then once I've got this square done, I will be able to see if this idea of having 3 squares on a round base actually work. And the cat is being like a toddler. He knows that I'm talking to somebody, not him. And he's running around the house like a toddler, like saying, pay attention to me. 1, 2. 3. Oh, I know why I didn't make my last square. It was meant to be for the tutorial. So maybe I shouldn't be making this now because I'm just going to have to make another one for a tutorial tomorrow. Maybe I should do something different. Oh, I could do it. It's not going to, it's going to get At least I'll have a pattern written up. Right. But that was why I hadn't made it. Exactly. Or that's why I write mine up on the computer while I'm making them, but they're still pretty rough. But the other thing is to remember what hook size you use, because I use all different kinds of hook sizes for my different projects, right? So that's more of a challenge for me. Say I'm doing a blanket like that, it's really hard to remember what hook size unless I've written it down. So I always make sure, here he is, here he is. Come on, you can come down, just don't go on the blanket. Come on, Felix. Come on. There. There he is. Gonna say hi to all the people? I've been out all day, so he kind of feels like he needs some time. Oh, thank you so much. I sometimes go back to a project. Yeah, exactly. I read that comment. So yeah, I'm all up to date with my comments. Yeah, good boy. Gonna let me crochet? Do you ever have to fight with your pets to be able to crochet? This is not actually my cat, it's my daughter's cat, but she can't have him right with her right now, so I'm looking after it's two cats actually. 1, 2, and we'll go into this one. 1, 2. I should put Pam and the cat crocheting. 1, 2. It's down. What is the favorite thing you like to make, Melanie? Good boy. There. Two, 3. Now let's see if I have 16. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, 16. Hooray. Oh, just to move my pattern. Okay, so chain 2, and then I'm going to go into the top of the chain 2 or 3 from the previous round. There we go. And I can cut that one off. And this is what it's looking like. So it's got double crochet, 2 double crochet clusters, and then 3 double crochet clusters. Oh, that's very organized. Congratulations on being very organized. That's very good. Yeah. Mine, I put them into bags, but things get moved around. I've just got like so many different things going, but that's okay. So now the next thing, I think, the cat has decided to lay on my square, is these popcorn stitches. These are really big. Have you tried the popcorn stitch? Hi. Hi, Lorena. Thank you for saying hi. I invite everybody to subscribe to my channel if you would like to, if you like what I'm doing. I do try and do lives a couple of times a week. This, I think, would be my, oh, it's a new week, I guess. So I did 2 at least last week. And I try and upload, I'm trying to upload tutorials. I just uploaded a tutorial for my gloves, which I showed earlier. If you're new here, you might not have seen them. Keep popping them on just to show people, because I know people come and go, right? But these are my latest video tutorial here on YouTube. It's right at the top of my videos if you go. And you can see it's all front post double crochet. So it's really beautiful ribbing. I love the look of it. Quite different to any other kind of ribbing that I've done. I mean, I do the front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post on hats and things. I mean, that's what I did on this sweater, right? This is front post double crochet, but you see it's a totally different look to what you get if you just do front post double crochets. Hi. Lots of new people. And look what they look like on the when you turn them inside out. I'd never made these before, so I was really quite surprised to see what they look like inside out. They look kind of cool that way. So they'd be super funky fingerless gloves if you had them that way. They're all kind of raised. Very, very interesting. So yeah, so that's the latest tutorial, but I do have actually 2 other fingerless glove tutorials up here. I think the simple fingerless gloves, it's a pink fingerless glove that is on the picture, and I also have the short and chunky fingerless gloves. So I'll just put them down there for now. So I'm going to get my green and do a popcorn stitch. If I can find the end of it. Find the end of it. I'm just using my stash up here. I have to be careful because once I was doing this and I didn't realize all of my comments were stacking up off screen underneath. I thought I wasn't getting any people commenting. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to do the popcorn stitch as described above, but I think I might have I always have instructions for where is my mouse? Where is my cursor? There it is. So 4 double crochet into the same space. So we're going to attach our new color just into one of those spaces in between the 3 double crochet clusters, and then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to make 4 double crochet into the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is one, this is different to bobble stitches and everything else. You take your hook out and you remove the hook from the working loop on your hook, and then you put it into the first stitch here and back into the loop there, and you chain. Let's just see if I've done that. Put the hook into the top of the first double crochet you made, and then back into the top of the 4th double crochet, pull this loop through the hoop, and then we chain 3, and that's the popcorn stitch. And that's what it looks like. Kind of there. So the next one, So now I think we're going to have to do 5. Just make sure. 1, 2, 3, yep, 5. Hi, lots of new people. Thank you for all the hearts and all of the smiley faces. And we're chaining 3 in between, and then we're going to do 5 double crochet into this space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a good refresher for me if I do my tutorial tomorrow. Then we take our hook out of there, we go back to the first one, and we go through that and back through that one, and then we pull it through like that. And you slip stitch right through, and then we chain 3. Then we go into the next one. So into the next space, it's between the 3 double crochet clusters. Hello, Lorena. Oh, did I say hi to you? Patricia, and certainly not Heidi. All new people. Thank you. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I know it's quite late for some people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you kind of make that and go back to the first double crochet you did, and then back through that loop, pull it tight and slip stitch it through, and then chain 3. I'm making, it's not a silly question, not at all. This is a popcorn stitch. Okay, I'm making this square. And then what I'm doing is, this is the third of square. I've got 2 already finished, right? And then I've made a circular bottom. This is the bottom of a bag. And I thought I'm going to try it. I've never done this before. It's an experiment. I'm going to attach these 3 squares as the sides of the bag, right? And maybe put a drawstring at the top, or do some crochet at the top with some loops for a drawstring or something. And then make, it's not going to be this way. It's going to be kind of 3 squares around the bag instead of 4. I might have to change it. It's all a work in progress. So I needed to make a third one. I realize now, as I was halfway through it, why I needed to make a third one. It was because I was going to make the third one as my tutorial for YouTube. But I'm sitting here and I'm nearly finished my third one now. So I'll just have to make another one for my tutorial. But it's so cute. Anyway, I might make a flap for my bag. Who knows what I might do with it. Yes, thanks. It's a new idea. I thought I'd just try it. See what happens. I have a granny square pouch cross body bag on here. It's a tutorial. If you go and look at my videos, click on videos, not shorts. I do have a tutorial with a yellow. It's got, I think, a yellow picture. It's yellow and white, of a granny square crossbody bag. It's with a little flap over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do also have another pattern for the same square, but only 2 squares, no flap over, where you make a bit more of a top, and it pulls together at the top like a pouch, and it's like a clutch pouch. And then I have on YouTube here, I have a daisy square bag, which is bigger. It's a 10-inch square. And that I have a tutorial for the daisy square as well. 3. So on my channel, I have tutorials for small projects like mug rugs, or mug cozies, or coffee cup cozies, or water bottle holders. And then I have the gloves, and then I have some hats, beanies, and then I have sweaters. Bigger projects, I have a cardigan, two cardigans, a cropped cardigan, which is a recent short that I did where I shared that, a cropped multicolor cardigan, a black super bulky cardigan made with like number 6 weight yarn that's really heavy. It's like a jacket. And then I have a simple cardigan, which is a more recent video. It's a sort of a very light coffee color. I don't know. I don't think I have. No, it's a super simple sweater, a happy hippie sweater, the color block cardigan, and the not your average cardigan. I don't have the simple cardigan. It's only a free pattern on my blog. It's not a video. So I do have like garments. I have accessories. I'll have a lot of scarves. I've got nice skinny scarves tutorials. I have a phone bag tutorial. Oh, I'm not thinking what I'm doing here. So yeah, I have a lot of different types of tutorials, which you might be interested in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I say, they are free. The patterns are free on my blog, but I do also sell them in my Etsy shop and on Ravelry if you can't deal with the ads that are on the blog. So that's that. And looks like it's got some blue in there. Very strange. Okay, so if you're just starting, I actually have a video called Episode 1, How to Crochet. I have it in left and right-handed versions. It's quite far down in my videos. It's a black with neon green kind of thumbnail on it, and it shows you very, very slowly how to make a slip knot, how to chain. There's left and right-handed, so either way it'll work for you. And then I go through it very methodically and slowly, and people have said that it helps them. Everybody holds their hook a different way. Everybody holds their yarn a different way. You have to find a way that works for you. But I sort of talk you through all that. And then I have an episode 2, which shows you how to single crochet. And then from there, you can go on and make dishcloths, you know, a scarf or a project just to practice your single crochet. Or if you want to, I do have a double crochet tutorials. I have half double crochet tutorials, and then I show you how to do bobble stitches, all different kinds of stitch tutorials as well. But a lot of my projects are very simple. You know, if once you learn how to double crochet, you can make my beanies, you know, and I show you how to do any of the tricky stuff in the tutorials. So, hi, it's morning in Italy. Hello. It's evening here. It's 8 o'clock on the west coast of Canada. Hi, it's nice to see everybody on here. Yes, so if you're starting crochet, certainly not Heidi, I would suggest you try my tutorials and just see what you think. It might not be right for you, and some other crochet person might have a better way of explaining for you, but it's how to crochet episode 1. I called it episode 1, and I had episode 2, and then after that I didn't have episodes anymore. I just had double crochet or half double crochet. The basic stitches are single, you need to chain, because that's how you get started, and then you need to single crochet, and then usually double crochet, and then half double crochet is, it's easy once you can do those. And you can make scarves, and you can start to do all kinds of projects then, once you know those basic stitches. Hello. Oh, you want tips, or you're already crocheting? So what do you, I'll just go back and try and read what you said again then. Maybe I misunderstood. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. Certainly not Heidi. And as I say, often in a lot of the projects, if it's a scarf or a dishcloth or something like that, I will explain how to do the stitch at the beginning of, yes, check it out. And I think I might even, if you check on playlists, there might be a playlist on how to crochet. And I think right at the bottom of the playlist will be the how to crochet episode 1, because it's the first thing I added to the playlist. That's no problem. Hopefully we see you sharing some pictures. I do have a group on Facebook, the Carroway Crochet Community. So if you want to go on there and join and share some of your projects with people, we have weekly, people are sharing weekly. Hi, Michael. Hi, Rashad. Wafa. So who is in Italy? Somebody said hi from Italy. Yarnforia. You must be a crocheter. What do you like to make? I'm making a mandala square right now. I'm doing popcorn stitch at the moment for this round. I'll show you when I finished. 1, 2, 3. Please subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying my live, or if you feel like you'd want to check out some of my tutorials later. That would be great. And I'm encouraging people, inviting them to please subscribe, because it would be great if I could get my YouTube channel really going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this year. I'm nearly at 20,000 subscribers. And I'm going to try and focus on it more. You like doilies. Beautiful. So do you use like the threads, the thin, fine threads? Oops. I've never worked with the threads. Right now I'm making, I was explaining to people, I'm making this square, and I'm on this round right now where I'm doing these popcorn stitches. Here is a triple double crochet cluster and a double crochet cluster, and just regular double crochet. And then after this round, I will be starting to make the corners so that my circle becomes square, and then the last row will be a square as well. And then what I'm doing is I'm attaching them to this base, this circle, and I'm going to make it into a bag. I'm going to see if I can do it with just 3 squares. It would be quite different. Then normally it's a square and a square, and it's kind of a flat bag. So I thought I would try and do something a little bit different. So I'm going to attach these 3 squares. I think I've worked out the amount of stitches correctly, and hopefully they will all go around there. And then I don't know what I'm doing with the top until I've found out if that works. Yes, isn't that pretty? Yeah, I just got this out today. I created a short today, which was quite a funny short. It says, "What do you do for a living?" And it says, "Glow, I glow, I'm glowing." So I thought I'd put this on because it's bright. And I also put on my newest gloves. I just did a tutorial for my YouTube channel for these gloves. And I wore the gloves, so I thought I'd be colorful and glowing. And I didn't take it off because I really do like it. When I made it, I really do like it, but I've never written up the pattern for it because I just haven't. But I have got the pattern written up for these. It's just not published, but the tutorial is live on my YouTube channel here. And I'm calling these the fingerless gloves. And what I love about them is they're all just front post double crochet. Well, there's a couple of front post triple crochets, but I just love the kind of texture. It's very deep ribbing, and I think they're really cool. I should make some more different colors, but I'm trying to stick to getting my works in progress completed. And yeah, I'm calling this a mandala granny, and I actually made a beret out of this mandala too. I just made a big round beret, but I haven't done anything with that either. That was before Christmas. So yeah, I've got a lot of different stuff. Thank you. So that's one. Now I'm going to do this next one. But now, of course, I'm going to have to make another one of these squares for my tutorial. But anyway, it's reminded me how to do all these special stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with the popcorn stitch, you get your hook out, you go back to the first one, and then you go back into your hook and you just pull it through. And that's how you make a popcorn stitch. So they have a little roundy area at the top. And they really stick out a lot. Yeah, I know, that texture is just like, I was so excited when I found it. It's, and the inside looks really cool too. I was showing everybody earlier. It's all kind of ridges. So you could wear them inside out if you wanted. So you'll check out my tutorial. It's the first one on there because it's the last one I posted. Okay, so when you go to click on videos, it should be the first one you see. You can actually click on the videos and it will say most popular, latest, or oldest. I know, I love the colors. It's so pretty. I think this one is a front post triple crochet, and I think I repeated that up here. Otherwise, it's all just front post double crochet. Yeah. And so there's 2 rows there, 1 row there, 1 row. Oh, and yeah, and then the thumb hole. You just chain 3 and skip 3 to make the thumb hole. So I know it kind of does actually. Yeah, that's a good point. Huh. Yeah. Thank you, Polly. Please subscribe to my channel if you've just found my live here. I didn't expect to have so many people. I thought it would be late for a lot of people, but maybe we've got a lot of West Coast people here. I'm West Coast, Canada. Anybody else from Canada here? Hi there, how are you? And somebody's in Trinidad and Tobago. That's cool. Well, you will like the colors, right? You're from England, that's why. You're really late at night. 3 p.m. in South Australia right now. Yeah, this is good. So actually me doing it late at night is better for people in Australia. And actually people I know in India, it's 8 o'clock probably in the morning in India. Oh, great. You started a bag. That's awesome. Texas, 10 o'clock. Not too bad. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Yeah, I kind of get onto these lives and it's so inspiring to be talking to all these people. It's a bit, yeah, you do get kind of excited. So yeah, I'm making these popcorn stitches, which I don't use a lot. I might actually start to put them into my projects a bit more. So 1, 2, 3. Halfway round. And then the next row will make it more of a square. 4:22 in the morning. What are you doing up? Dinky, are you going, do you have a baby? Yes, it is a wonderful community. Crochet, that's the best. I find them so supportive. I started my blog. I'd never done a blog in my life, a WordPress thing in my life before. When I started my blog, I was actually freaked right out about my blog. 1, 2, 3. I tend to have moments when I just think, what the hell am I doing here? You know, but I wanted to have a blog, and so I had to do it. And then I had, you know, and then finally I got enough people viewing it that I could get advertising, which I know a lot of people complain about the advertising on blogs, but that's the only way, if you're giving away free patterns, that you actually can make any money as a crochet designer. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So and then I had to do all this special work to get it prepared for the ad platform. And my daughter, she said, well, you want to do this, Mom, you just have to suck it up and do it. So don't complain to me about it. If you want to do it, right? So I had to learn how to do it. So I wrote a song many years ago, and it was for a kids musical, and it said, think of something to do and do it. There's really nothing to it. Don't you know you make your own reality? So there you go. So you got to think, don't complain. Oh, you're working too. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. So you can't sleep. Oh, that's a shame. That's a terrible thing. So my kids always, whenever they want to do anything, they say, I know, think of something to do and do it. There's really nothing to it. Don't you know you make your own reality? Nothing will happen if you don't do anything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when I got back into crochet, because I didn't crochet for years and years and years, I'm much older than you are, Dinky. I had to go. I went to a lot of crochet tutorials on YouTube to help me figure out stuff. And one of the people that I went to that was so great, wonderful videos she's got, is Bag a Day Crochet. And I went on there, and I got back into my crochet. I had stopped for years because I did lots of other things too in my life, right? And it was great to get back and familiarize myself with crochet. And I've had people who have said they feel bad because they use free patterns off of people's blogs. They don't buy people's patterns, or they go to tutorials and they just learn from the tutorials. And I says, whatever you do, if you're watching somebody's tutorial on YouTube, or if you're on their blog using a free pattern, you're helping them to generate income. So don't ever feel bad. You're supporting a crochet designer, and that's a good thing. So that's why we do it, to help people learn and become confident and be able to do fun projects and feel happy. I think this is the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you take your hook out and you go into the first one double crochet that you did into the top, and then back through that hook and pull it through, and then chain 3 and join with a slip stitch to the first one here. Okay, I'm going to count just to make sure I've got 16. I don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And pull through, fasten this off. And there we are with all the popcorn stitches. So the next round is where we square the pattern up, because this is round. No, I haven't written my pattern for my vest, sorry. It's something I made about 3 or 4 years ago. It is written up in a notebook, but I have never written, it's not even, I don't think it's even on my computer, but it is in my notebook. And that's why I put it on. I put it on today to do the short, the kind of funny short about glowing. And I left it on because I thought it might inspire me to get my book out and find my notes and actually write up this pattern before vests that are colorful are not in fashion anymore. Yeah, I do like V-necks, and I figured out how to do the V at the bottom. So I did a lot of work figuring it all out. But it's not the actual first pattern that you do that's the problem. It's that you have to do them from extra small up to 5X, or you're not size inclusive and you upset people. And so that's the work, is figuring out in here, okay, from the extra small, how wide does that have to be for a 5X? You know, you have to, it's all a math. And I'd rather just make things for fun. So I don't know what to do. We'll see. I've got 2 patterns, two projects down here. This is the first one. This has been made since 2023. So this is the next one that's going to be a pattern. And I think I called it it's the Cotton Cakes sweater for now. I don't have any other name for it at the moment. And then the other thing that I'm doing, the next pattern, that's a garment pattern, that's not like just like a bag or gloves or a mason jar holder or something, is this hoodie. And this hoodie has been made also for 2 or 3 years. It's kind of cropped, oversized. I don't know if you can see it. I might be too close. And then it's got the hood at the back. It's got a beautiful hood. And it's got a little kangaroo pocket that I have here that's ready to sew on. Yeah, so the hood is cute. And I want to write that one up. So those are my 2 priorities that I'm trying to do. Thank you very much, Dinky. Thank you so much, and I hope you feel better soon. I'm sorry to hear you've got fibromyalgia. That's a shame. Okay, I'm just looking. All of my stuff is going to be starting to run out. My batteries. I've got my pattern up on my computer. And there we go. Thank you very much, Zelda. Yes, I love the hoodie. I really do. I just really have to get them written up. Have you seen these mittens that I made? I don't know how long you've been with us, Remy. I was sharing. This is my latest tutorial on here. This is a 3rd set of fingerless gloves that I've put on my YouTube channel. But these are really cool ribbing on them. They're very thick. And if you wanted to make them into mittens, you would just need to go right up to the top and then just decrease at the top. I should do a mittens version of these. And then I know how you can just make a little go around here, pick up the stitches and work it up and cut it off and fasten it off. And they could be really warm mittens, because at the back you can see how thick it is, right? Because it's all front post double crochet. So those are really cool mittens. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Zelda. Yeah. So I am really proud of these. These are kind of a unique style for me. So I've never done that kind of ribbing before. So I'm sure other people have. It's not like, nothing is really new in crochet, but it's the first time I've used it. So now I'm going to do turquoise, and I'm going to be going around and making my circle into a square. There. So attach the yarn at any corner and chain 2 and double crochet into the same chain 2 space. Okay, so I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to attach my blue. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Lizzie. I hope that you subscribed. That would be great. Somebody said they subscribed and I don't remember who it was. It all goes by so fast, these comments sometimes. Happy colorful things too. I do. My Happy Hippie sweater is very colorful. I have a tutorial on here for my Happy Hippie sweater. And I have a 3-colored color block cropped cardigan. It's these kind of colors. It's like a blue and then one side is coral, and then the ribbing is all yellow, and then the back is lavender purple. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, you do, Lizzie. That's great. I have to remember your name. You have to tell me sometimes because there's a lot of names that go by and it's hard to remember. So this is 3, chain 3, and then do double crochet into the same chain 2 space. Do 2. Yeah, and then I'm going to go into the next 1, 2, 3 spaces between my popcorn stitches. Okay, so how many did I say? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do 3 double crochets into the first space here. And then 3 double crochets into the next space here. And then 3 double crochets into the next space between the popcorn stitches. And then we're going to 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and that's going to make a corner. We're turning a circle into a square here. I think it's 3 double, yeah, 2 double. Just checking that I'm doing it right. I want to make it like my other ones. See. I'll just show you what I'm doing here. So what I've done is I've done the 3 double crochet, that it's a chain 2 and 2 double crochet. That's going to be my other corner, but I'm going to finish it when I get to the end of the round. I'm going to just go right into that. That's going to be, but that's a corner. And then I've gone into each of these spaces between these popcorn stitches and I've done 3 double crochet. And then here I have made the corner by doing 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. And now I'm going to go down the side of the circle here, and I'm going to do 3 double crochets into each of the spaces. Oh, thank you so much. You're very kind. Yes. I appreciate everybody's support so much. I really do. I live on my own. I have my daughter's 2 cats here with me right now, but I just get so much joy from talking to people here in the lives. At first I thought, what is with these lives? Like, 'cause I had never really done them. I did some on TikTok and they went really well. But I want to build my YouTube. I'm in Canada. You don't make any money out of TikTok when you're in Canada. I mean, I don't make much out of YouTube, but at least there's the opportunity that maybe one day I will. And so I've done it into the next 3. And I've been building this house on my own here. It's a very special kind of house. It's called a cob house on the ground floor, and it's a regular framed house on the top floor. But the ground floor is what they call cob. It's kind of clay, straw, and sand all mixed together, and it's kind of sculpted. So it's been like, oh, a long time, over nearly 10 years building this place, because it's very labor intensive. There's been workshops here and all kinds of stuff, but I've got a living roof. It's just been an expensive thing. So I started doing my crochet business to sort of help support me as I'm now living on a pension. And it's finished now. It's actually finished. I've got a little bit of a waterproof layer to put on my balcony floor upstairs. And otherwise it's finished. So this year I want to do the landscaping in the garden this summer. So that's kind of what motivated me to maybe see if I could generate some income. But it also just keeps me out of trouble, you know, because I'm busy. So I'm on this other corner. This is my 3rd corner. And then I'm going to go across to the last corner. 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. Yes. So we'll go in here. 1, 2, 3. And then into the next space, chain 3 space from the previous round with the popcorn stitches. And then into the next one. The other thing I might do with this bag is I might actually line it, because I get lazy and I don't bother lining these bags, but I thought maybe I actually will do for this one. And then here we are back at the first corner where I did the chain 3 and the 2 double crochet. So into this corner, I'm going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to chain 2. And I'm just going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2 at the beginning of that round. Pull it through, join it up, and I'll snip it off. And now we have, it's starting to look more like a square. It's still a little bit rounded edges, but we've got the corners here. You can see. And so the next round we do, it makes it even more of a square, because we'll just do a typical. Yes, it really is. And it's a pretty sort of special building. It took a long time, and I did get a thought, what the heck have I started here? Why am I doing this? But now it's done. It is very special. Maybe one day I'll do a video of my room. But some of the videos, if you go back into some of my shorts, you'll see the living room with the windows and the fireplace and stuff. But I haven't done anything around the house, because always it seems to have been like a work in progress, whereas now it's actually finished. I actually got some curtains up over my French doors, you know, I mean, it's starting to really look like a house. Yeah. So we'll join this last color. Chain 2. So I got a chain 2 and then do 2 double crochets. And just check with my other ones that I actually did 3. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I actually just pulled out a tote that I started last year. It's a big one. You know how they make those ones that go over your shoulder and they're more of a rectangle? And I just was looking, it was a stash buster. It's made with like 2 worsted weights, you know, to make it thicker. But I left it upstairs because I didn't want to look it up. I thought I'm going to finish this one first. I'm trying to discipline myself. So 1, 2, 3. Where's the one where I chain 3? Yeah, it's 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I just go into, this is round 6. I keep losing the little cursor. There it is. And oh, this is funny. It says 2, but that must have just been for that other pattern. I must have copy and pasted it. Yeah. I'll have to check out. Do you have a channel here, Care for Fibers? Do you have a video? Do you have a video channel, or are you on Instagram where I can check out your stuff? I'd love to see your totes. Can't believe I'm going to finish the square tonight. There we go. 3, chain 2. Make sure I chain 2. Yeah, sometimes I only chain 1 in between on the corners. 1. I have quite a lot of really nice fabric that because I used to do crochet kits, put together crochet kits, and I would make a project bag that I would put the skein of yarn in and the pattern and everything into. But I stopped doing that, but I have lots of cool fabric that I bought when I went to Hawaii once with some friends. And they have a company where they make well, she makes actually handbags out of those shiny vinyls, and they're quite incredible. She's called Wicked Purses. She's on Instagram, and she makes amazing stuff, but she also does upholstery in cars or like for restaurants and things. So she was looking at all the vinyl fabric over there. So I found some really cool regular fabric that I thought I would use for aprons, like retro aprons with like strawberry, like cupcakes on them, and cherries. You know how they have those 50s retro fabrics? And I thought, oh, that would be a cool thing to, you know, this was before I did the crochet. I'll just make like a lot of aprons to sell, funky retro aprons, 50s style aprons. Of course I never did. So I was using that fabric to make project bags. Exactly, you know, I mean, I'm not a shut in, but I really don't get out a lot. That's why I started doing the market, just because that's the only place I actually sell product is at the market, because it got me out into the community. Otherwise, I do just sit at home. But I'm starting to get out more now that my house is finished. Yeah, friends and family will appreciate it. That's all I used to do. I used to make things for my kids, but they're all grown up now, so I have grandchildren, but my grandchildren are all grown up. But my nephew's just got a new baby, and my other nephew's got twins, and my niece has got 2 children, and another niece is just pregnant, so they're keeping me busy making blankets. When I finish this, I will show you my baby blanket in case some of you haven't seen it. I did show it earlier in the live, but I think some of you are new and might not have seen it. And that is the beauty of the lives, right? Care for fibers, you know. When we don't get out or we haven't got a lot of friends, we can talk on here. We have a community, and that's something I never thought about with social media until I discovered it, right? And it's communities, like all the people who are interested in crochet can go to the crochet ones, and all the people that are interested in whatever, a different thing, they go somewhere else and they find people that are interested in the same thing as they are, and it's a beautiful thing. Right, here we go. I know, my little cat says, why are you ignoring me? I know. He likes to sit on my knee at night. Okay, so here we go. This is, maybe I should just cut a really long one because I think this is going to be crocheted to the bottom of the bag. So yeah, there is the new square. Oh, it's the other cat. This is Abby. Say hi. So this is making the circle into a square. So now I have the 3 squares that I need to make my bag. So mission accomplished. She's going to eat it. No, that's good. So yeah, so maybe one day you'll see the bag completed, and I've got my 3 squares, and I've got the circular bottom of the bag. So I will go and probably work on that tomorrow. I probably will make a tutorial for this square because I'm excited about it now. If I put it away, I'll forget about it and I'll move on to something else. Yes, that's challenging. Making new stuff too. And others you just might make only once. Exactly, like this is a one-off. And I might never do a pattern for it, but that's okay because it's our thing, right? Hi there, teeny tiny. I'm going to be saying goodbye. My phone is nearly dead, battery, and I finished making my square today. I'm pretty excited about that. I didn't think I was going to get that done today when I woke up. So you never know what your day is going to hold. And there's Abby. See Abby? Look, there's all the people. Okay, so good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully I'll see you again in the live. And if I don't recognize your name when you come up in the comments, say, we have spoken before. Just because there's so many names, it's hard for me to remember. Okay? Oh, thank you for watching the gloves tutorial. That would be so nice. And also my leg warmers are on there. They were made with a yarn that changes, like a cake that the yarn changes. I think it was cinnamon something. But it was, you don't have a lot of ends to weave in on that one. Goodbye. Thank you for coming across my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Okay. Lots of new friends. Bye.